Now then, crew, and welcome back to the Andy Mechanic YouTube channel. This being episode 3 of the Mammoth Toolbox Tour. We've covered the main toolbox. We've also covered, I think those drawers. Can't do the finger thing anymore. There we go. Those drawers there, and some right over in the corner. This video, we're going to cover what's in the oldest of my toolboxes, the old SnapOn box from the UK. Now, apologies, it's in a terrible mess, but I could tidy it all up, but then it wouldn't really reflect how it normally is. And this toolbox is the one that gets all the rangum thrown in it. Let's take a look. Here we go. Used.
You don't paint something without wiping.
Honestly. Yes, I did warn you, it's rather a mess. This is how it normally looks. And I'm reaching over from the bench because I really can't move it, it's too heavy at the moment. So that's why I keep the gloves. We'll get rid of those for now. And, well, I'm not going to go through everything in there, but you can see that we've got my set of vernier calipers. Just there, look, very, very useful. Super accurate, and probably about 30 years old now, are those. Doing very well. What else have we got? Well, we've got heaps of wire brushes that just get thrown in there. We've got a power bar at the back. It's where the magic hammer lives, which is looking very, very sad now. It's had some serious abuse, and it needs some more unicorn blood to fix that. Those that watch the videos regularly will know what I'm on about. My go-to drill tub. We've also got a drawer full of drills, but these are all the ones that Mrs. Mechanic has sharpened recently, together with the countersunk bits, and an old hammer, and, well, pretty much anything else that just gets thrown in there. We've got a huge, long, flat screwdriver that I got for doing the bottom hose clamp on radiators. Again, very useful. Needs a clean, though, doesn't it? And just some other stuff, some Imperial Allen keys. It's a real mess, and I'm quite embarrassed by it, and it's just the way it is. The drawers, however, a bit further down, aren't quite so bad. So let's take a look at those. Okay, top left, small drawer. We've got an assortment of super useful sockets, most of which are impact, and lots of different sizes. Really all the stuff that I use on a regular basis. Yes, there's different brands in here. What have we got there? That's a Kennedy socket. That's also a Kennedy socket as well. That's pretty good. What have we got here? Look, that's an unbranded socket. We've got a Silverline 24mm single hex shallow 1/2 inch square drive. We've got another unbranded socket there. Look, it's just all sorts of stuff. We've even got an Allen key one there, 10mm. Oh, Guido, that should live with the other ones, actually. I'll put that back later on. We've got, this could be a Draper one, I think. Yes, Draper Expert. Look at that. That almost looks like a spark plug socket. I think it is. 3/8 square drive. Yes. What size is that one? 14mm spark plug. What's this one? This will come with a kit, probably, with an impact wrench. 10mm. Is that a Kennedy again? It is. So there's quite a few. I remember buying a set of Kennedys. And another, is that a Silverline? No, it's an unbranded one. So, lots of different stuff in there. Now, this one, essentially, is tyre levers and new wrenches for doing the adjustment on shock absorbers as well. C-spanners. So a few of those. And, oh, by the looks of it, we've even got a spoke spanner in there as well, look. And feeler gauges, go away fly. Feeler gauges, plenty of those. Some more in that little pouch. And, oh, this tool's pretty cool. Ben got me this. This basically fits all sorts of different kinds of bolts. It gets you out of trouble. You know, when you're in trouble, you haven't got the right size socket, or maybe it's an Imperial size. and you just whack that on there. And these are all spring-loaded little pins. It's a bit of, I say it's a bit of a gimmick. Again, it can get you out of trouble if need be, and it's, you know, 3/8 square drive again. Look. What else have we got? Oh yes, this is for adjusting, for holding the adjustment screw on tappets, on bikes, on motorcycles. A little square drive inside there. Look, very cool. And that is for undoing. It's a pretty cheap tool for undoing wheel spindles, usually front wheel spindles on motorcycles. Lots of different sizes, 19, 24, 22 and a 17. Quite a handy little tool, you know, go to once, do job kind of thing. Yeah. And what's left of a puller. No, the rest of it's gone. And there's another puller down there. These should go in my puller drawer really now, because I'm just starting to sort everything out. So another flywheel puller there. I think that's for one of Ben's bikes. Actually, has it got a part number on it? It doesn't. I might need that because I've got a cam chain to replace, so that might be what I need for that. Cool. Okay. Oh my word. Everything's quite full. Now, in here, we've got an assortment of Allen keys, torque keys, you know, all sorts of stuff. What's on there? Look, there's some more there. Little safety ones with little holes in them. And that's the 5-star, not the 6. So again, used quite a lot. I think they're Harley Davidson for those. Bought those years ago. We've got a long reach 5mm socket Allen key there. Look, very useful for getting down those difficult places. 1/2-inch square drive. And that's a little bit holder, I think. Yeah, there we go. Look. So I did have a really good set years ago with all these in it. Oh, that's a broken one. Look. You know, which would fit into the holder and then go onto your ratchet. Pretty cool. Yeah, so lots and lots of stuff in there. Again, that's a go-to when it's Allen key stuff. And any free Allen keys I get with stuff that I buy usually gets thrown in there as well. And in here, well, this is the Wrangham drawer. We've got all sorts of stuff in here. But similar to the top, we've got an old Vin plate. We've got a pipe cutter. Got some old punches that I've basically knackered completely over the years. A little Allen key set, a small bit set that came with something, you know, which again should go in the other. I need a major tidy up. I really do. In here, we've got all my steel rulers, marking pens, scribers. We've even got a tyre tread depth gauge in there when I used to do warrants. We've got an old woodworking pencil in there, which has come from England. Now that was made in the Lake District. Look, Lakeland. That is. I've been there in Derwent. Yeah, I've been to the factory there where they make those. Back in England, it's pretty cool. And there's even an old punch. Honestly, that really should be in the other drawer, shouldn't it? Let's have a look. Stick it in that one. There we are. I can live with those punches for now. Yeah, so you know, it's just general stuff. We've got an old bit of brass bar, bit of phosphor bronze bar, just for hammering stuff sometimes. Little wire brush that I made for the drill because we were doing a particular job and I didn't have a rotary brush at the time. You know, it's amazing what you gather, isn't it? What you collect. And then in here. These are like all the old ratchets and stuff. So we've got lots of little 1/4-inch drive ratchets out of kits. We've got another, what's this one? This is a 3/8. I think that's a Draper from memory. It hasn't got anything written on it. I think, oh, what's that say there? Look, can I read that? Oh, Premier brand. Still works. Pretty good. Yes, we've got 3 of those little 1/4-inch drive ratchets. One of those little handles, extension bars, another ratchet down there. What's that one there? Look. These might be the Draper ones. Let's have a look. Chrome Valium. Draper, there we are. Look, so Draper Expert ratchet. And that looks like a duplicate. Another one there, look. Although I can't read that one, it's worn off. Is that the same? It's not, it's different. I wonder who makes that. Oh, it needs to clean out. The grease has gone hard in there. It's had a hard life as that one. Don't think it's SnapOn though. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then we've got some little T-bars. Again, Draper Expert. There'll be a couple of those. Just a useful little drawer when you need stuff that you haven't got. A little swivelly there, look, who makes that one? That's a Snap-on, look at that. Snap-on 1/2 inch, that'd be worth a fortune, well that. Jeez. Okay, so you've seen in that drawer, extension bars and bits and pieces. Now, this one takes a bit of courage to open because it's very, very full. And in here, we've got files and screwdrivers and all sorts of bits and pieces. We have, what's that? Oh, a little pipe adapter, look. Might come in handy one day. We'll stick that in the ranking drawer, there we are. That's where that should be. But yes. And a pin. Look at that. That should be in there as well. I will not be able to shut this drawer again now. But we've got all sorts of different brands of screwdrivers and files, and that one there we used to use for paint stirring a lot, and still works as a screwdriver. It's pretty good. Another little dumpy screwdriver. That one is a Draper, I believe, from memory. I think it is a Draper. My granddad used to work for a tool company, Motor Factors, and used to sell Draper tools. I think it might be brittle. Could be wrong. Could be a brittle one. But yeah, there you go. Look, let's see if we can try and get that drawer shut again. Oh, only just. Now, in this one, this is essentially spanners. That's the main allocation of this drawer, is just assorted spanners. And we have got, taken straight out, some of these really cool sort of swivel head spanners. And this is Snap-on. I do have some Snap-on tools, and they've lasted me for years and years. They weren't cheap at the time. There's a full set of these somewhere. I think some of them are still in the other shed in a big box, which is now buried. So I can't get to those for now. We've got Brittle. I don't think they exist anymore. We've got SK USA 17mm. I think I found that under a bonnet from memory. Somebody had left it behind. We've got Kennedy spanners. They were bought in England. We've got Top Tool 14mm. That's got a funny. It's a funny kind of combination spanner. I'm not really a fan of that style end on them, unfortunately. And of course we've got, you know, some toolkit spanners that get thrown in there as well. What's that one? Oh, that's a Premier spanner, 13mm. So there's so many different brands. We've got a gear wrench, 14mm. You know, ratchet spanner. We've got another gear wrench. Got a Kennedy ratchet spanner. It really is quite a mixture of stuff. There's even a ratchet there. Who made that one? Draper Expert again. Look, there's quite a lot of their tools. What else we got? Another Top Tool. Another Brittle. Oh look, even got a King Dick made in England, 22mm. Fantastic. My go-to tools now are Teng tools because they're in the main toolbox. Some of these I haven't used for years. Another Kennedy ratchet spanner, look. But if I need more than one of something, I often will delve in here and dig one out. There's even some little Snap-on dumpy spanners, look. 16mm, another one there, look. What's that? 14mm. Yeah, there's heaps of stuff. And we've got some pretty big sockets in here because they wouldn't fit in the other drawer. That's, who makes that one? Doesn't say. How about this one? What's that? Oh, Teng Tools, 27. And that's a 3/4 drive. That's a fair lump, isn't it? Wow. Okay, brace yourself. We're going to go into the bottom drawer. Who makes that one? Oh, that's a Silverline. It's just about, it's only like an etched on. Yeah, Silverline spanner. Right, here we go. To the next drawer, the last drawer of the Snap-on toolbox. Oh, what's in here? Well, we've got a square. I remember buying that, a Diston square. I bought that for $5 second hand when I first came to New Zealand because I didn't have a square. That's been that square has made most of this workshop, all the steel work. Like 1, 2, 3, 2 millimeters, whatever, something was that length. Very, very useful. I did buy a new one recently, actually. While I was down the South Island, I bought a new Starrett square as well. Super light. Very nice. Easy to read as well, which is pretty cool. Because it's got the, obviously got the measurements on, whereas the other one doesn't. We've got in here, oh, this is nice. This is a Japanese 1/2-inch drive ratchet. It's made by a company called Tone in Japan. And it's a 371N. And it sounds quite clunky, but I'm told they're really nice to use. I haven't used this one yet. It's been sat in the toolbox for a long time. Obviously reversible. But I'm told they're quite expensive. Now, I bought 2 of these. This is a Baku Ergo 8074, made in Sweden. Adjustable monkey wrench. Look at that. Does metric and imperial. Very, very useful. And I use that mainly for changing the gas bottle on the MiG. Crazy, isn't it? Oh, we've got an even bigger socket hiding down there. 10 tools. What size is that one? 41mm. Honestly. I think we used that in one of our tests. Torque tests. A long time ago. Got a little toffee hammer. Got a pipe cutter. Got some crimping pliers. We've got lots and lots of mole grips. I keep all my mole grips in this drawer. These are very useful. We've got some more circlip pliers, more circlip pliers. Geez, there's just all sorts of stuff, isn't there? Kicking around. I've got a massive pair of poly grips down there. Which I remember buying those in the South Island. I was down there and I had to do a particular job and I didn't have any, so I just went and bought some. These are pretty cool. These are an automatically adjustable vice grips made by Facom. And you can basically put anything in there you want, of any size, within reason. Let's say mole grips, and when you clamp them up, oh, there we go, look, it automatically grips. There's no nut to adjust at the back, which is very handy if you've got something in your hand and you've only got one hand operation, and you can adjust how much force it takes on the jaws by twizzling out. I think when you screw it in, it's lighter from memory. Yes, there you go, look, nice and light now. Screw it out. A bit more grip. Very, very cool. Only have one pair of those. These are probably 10 years old and they've lasted me really. I've used them a lot actually. Really, really good. Would strongly recommend those. Facom. It's got some numbers on. It's got 580.10 and 771622. Set up and forget grip pressure, or set and forget grip pressure. Well, I do adjust it now time and again. Heavy or light clamp control. US and foreign patents pending. Very good. So there you go. That is what's down here. Oh, these got modified. We ground them out so you could. I remember on the Supercat when we had to bring the long chains together to put the spring clip in. We used these and it would go between the 2 pins and bring the whole thing together. Very neat little tool actually. The springs disappeared now and they are extremely worn, but they were modified for a particular purpose. And now they live in New Zealand. It's pretty good. So there you go. That is everything. Almost everything. Could go on forever. Oh, these are good. These are a really good brand. These are CK piano grade wire snippers, and the handles drop down a bit. There we go, that's better. And they are bloody good. We've had these for years. If you look carefully on there, they're still in really good condition. Very, very well made. CK Germany 39073-165. Bet you can still get those. Very impressed. I used to have quite a few sets of those. Yes. Right, can we get everything back in? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. Who knows? Let's try. Oh, just bloody good. So we've delved into the depths of the old SnapOn toolbox and found all sorts of weird and wonderful stuff in there. Things that I may never use again, things that I do use all the time, like the mole grips. And next to that, that was a total of what, 9 drawers plus the wrangham on the top. Next to it is an old Harvey's metal filing cabinet drawer set. One of the handles has been modified over the years because it broke. But again, I use that for a lot of stuff. And I'm sure you'd be interested to find out what's in each of those drawers. It's a bit awkward to get to, but we'll do our best. Right, let's take a look. Okay, the top drawer. What's in there? Ah, yes. Cable ties, or zip ties as some people call them. Even me sometimes. And then we've got in here a mixture of tapes. We've got parcel tape, we've got masking tape, we've got insulation tape. Who's that made by? Hellerman. Very good. And these are the little, although I would never use it because it's faded, but that's the covers for the little shot blasting cabinet that I've got. Even got PTFE tape behind there, look. Yeah, very useful. You can never have too much tape. Oh no, what's happened now? We've messed it all up. What's next? Okay, so in here we've got a sharpening stone and some sandpaper of different types. I don't have a lot of sandpaper, but I do use it now and again. But so what's that stuff? P120, so 120 grit. We've got some super fine stuff. What grit's that? That's 400 grit. Made in Switzerland. Come all the way from Switzerland, this stuff. Pretty cool. And we've got some sheets of wet and dry as well, just hiding down there. So we'll slip those back in there. Try and get our top drawer back in. There we go. Right, what's next? Ooh, this will be interesting. I'm going to pull this one out. Hopefully we can get it over Jar's buggy. Maybe just... Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, so we've got lots of different types of airline fittings in there. High flow ones like that one. And the old standard stuff from England I've kept for some strange reason. We've also got the replacement lenses for my new welding mask, the yellow one. Have we got the inside ones? Yes, we have. They're the inside ones as well. And we've got lots of tips for the MIG, 0.8mm. And we've even got a new nozzle actually. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Keep hold of that. Some more PTFE tape. And we've got some nozzles for the exterior shot blasting drum as well, the one that isn't in the cabinet. So keep all those nice and safe because it's quite hard to find. Right, we'll stick them back in there. Oh, what's next? Oh, you'll like this one. In here, we've got my tap and die set. Let's take a closer look. So, can you spot the deliberate spelling mistake? DYS for dies. Fantastic. Okay, I've just spotted some more stuff that should be in a different drawer now. Okay, so we've got a couple of spare handles that are for the drawers because the plastic ones keep breaking. And in here, that's it. That's all I have. That is my entire set of taps and dies. And these are all sort of cobbled together over the years of just regular stuff. I mean, what was the last one I used? M5. That was modifying a handbrake caliper on an ROV on the pull rod, push rod thing. Yeah, we have an old, this was actually really useful. This was a ratchet style tap holder. Somewhere, yeah, there's a little bar that goes through, which shouldn't really fall out, but it does. And the ratchet broke. It was actually proving to be a real pain. You used to pull this bit up and turn it round, put it back down again. And it got such a pain, it started to slip. So I just welded it up, look. A few blobs of weld, pretty much was blobs of weld. And then it became just a fixed one. But it's very useful. I don't know who makes it. It's a pretty good quality. What's it say? The lift and turn, yeah. RORL to ratchet. Oh, I don't know what it means. Don't know, no idea. But yeah, I bought this in England years and years ago, and you know, it still works just fine. No need to get rid of it. And there's also a smaller one there, look, for doing smaller taps. And there's one like that style. Who made that? Does it have a name on it? It doesn't. It didn't break, so it must be good. It's done a lot of work. But yeah, you can see I even keep broken taps. That's terrible, isn't it? Yeah, there isn't really a huge variety in here. Not really. There's even a extractor one there, look. Yeah. There's a nut tap, a nut die there, look. What size is that? Made in England by Hall. Is it on the other side? No. I have no idea what size that is. Just don't know. Can't read it. Useless. What we've got there? We've got an M3. There must have been a set at some point. M4. What's that one? M10. That's a different brand though. That would have been bought separately. Sherwood, England, M8 by 1.25. Use that quite a bit. M6. Who makes that? Doesn't say. Yeah, quite an oddball set really. M12, getting big now. Right, and then we used to buy these. M12 by 1.25. Look at that, brand new. Been sat in this drawer for years and never used. Sacrilege really. M14, what size is? Oh, that has been used. Look, it's going rusty at all. That has been used, but not much. What's this one? Has it got the size on it? It has somewhere. M12 by 1.25. Starter tap, look, because it's got the taper at the start there. Very cool. This one was bought quite recently. This was bought for Tool Girl Lily's bike. No, Tool Girl Holly, I think actually. Tool Girl Holly's bike for the foot pegs. So that would be M12 by 1.25. Didn't we have one of those? Oh god, M12 by 1.25. I didn't need to buy it. I had one already in stock. Oh well, got a spare one. The one thing that's weird about this that we noticed is, you know, on a starter tap, it's tapered at the start here. This one is also tapered at the far end as well. So you can put the tap through a hole with your tool on this side of the plate that you're tapping, and then you can tap through coming towards you. It's actually pretty cool. It's a bit more versatile, and the guy that sold me it said he'd never noticed that before, and we worked out what it was for. Pretty cool. So it is a bit different to the other one. And then in here, whoa, look at that, they look almost new. Those look like M8s. Let's have a look. M8 by 1.25 starter tap. Well, that one's a real starter tap. That's probably an intermediate tap actually. That one's got a lot more of a taper on it. So I'll pop those back in the box. You can see how old and grubby these boxes are now. Makes me feel old because I remember buying that. Right, so we'll stick all those back in there. We've got some more MIG tips. I don't think we need to keep those, do you? Look at the state of those now. Jeez, terrible. Put them in with the MIG stuff. Now, what else have we got? Worth time certs. M8. Now, we found in the previous video, we found some M8 time certs, and I didn't think I had the kit to fit them. But hey presto, as it turns out, I do. So I will put that in with the other time certs out of the way. And it's all about trying to tidy up. Look, Moorland Adventure, that was my old company in the UK. These are basically a helicoil type. That one's still brand new and still in its box, you know, all wrapped up. This one, however, has obviously been used, and this is M10 by 1, so it's quite a fine pitch. So probably spark plug. Let's have a look. There you go, look. So these are very different to the time certs. You get a stepped tap to go with it. You see that, look, is it going to focus for you? There you go. A stepped tap for that's quite rusty. Needs a good, it's got all the old swarf on it. That's terrible. This would have been last used in the UK, I think, I would say. Is that going to fit in there? Yep. Then you get the little tool for actually fitting the time cert. Sorry, the helicoil. These aren't actually called helicoils, they're another brand. And that's how it keys in. If you get the tool, so you do your tappy tap stuff after you've drilled the hole and everything. And the tool, it fits into the tool like that, and you thread it into the hole, and then eventually that little bit just snaps off. Give it a little tweak and it snaps off. It's sort of weakened down the bottom, you know. Some people put them in that way around and then take the tap off, so you know you can put it in like that. That's right, and then you can just snap that bit off at the end when you're finished. Pretty cool. And as you can see, looks like we've only used one out of the kit, so pretty much a new kit. So those will go in that other drawer that's got all the stuff in. We're actually sorting things out while we go, aren't we? It's pretty good. But I will put those handles back in there because I'll need to fit those one day. Right, so pretty much cleared that drawer out apart from the taps and dies. I do mean to buy a new tap and die set sometime. 2 more drawers to go. Ooh, what have we got in here? Let's have a look. Oh, it's quite heavy. Right, taking you down. Are you ready? There we go. Okay, lots and lots of rotary wire brushes. And these come from ISL Industrial, people that supply Teng tools in New Zealand. They also import this brand as well. And I'm always buying these because they're not expensive, and Mrs. Mechanic uses them a lot when she's cleaning up the steel work before we paint. So I must have bought another batch recently. Lots of different sizes, and there's different types as well, because you can get them like this, where it's a twist knot style wind. These are quite resilient. Or you can get the ones that are just basically like a wire brush, you know, the ones that you brush with your hand, which are just all individual strands. It just depends, really. If you want to get right into the corner or something, these are a lot better for that. These tend to last longer, but they're a bit more rigid. Now, as you can see, there's quite a few used ones. There's one that's very used. She's obviously been busy using that one. Heaps. That's pretty much ready for the bin, to be honest. We've got a few hole saws. Although I have a full hole saw set now, so these are the older ones from England. Still work really well. They're very good. The arbors are excellent. So you pull that up, and then you can take that out and change it. It's pretty good. I do like the design. And these are years old, and they're still sharp. Even to the touch, they're still sharp. So you know, very happy with those. They're actually a Baco brand. I do like them. They've proven the test of time. I've only got a small number. I've only got 4 different sizes, 4 or 5 sizes. There's a bigger one, look. And this is a diamond cutter. That's right, there's diamonds embedded in the steel there. And you can just see them probably just glistening as I turn it. You can see them on the side there. Diamond dust. And this is for drilling holes through tiles. And I bought that when I was doing the bathroom. The refit in the bathroom, because I had to drill some holes for the taps, basically. Because it was a wet room. What else have we got? Well, another handle. Let's stick that in that drawer. There we go. I can go with the rest of them. Got another one of those diamond cutters. Geez, doesn't look very well, does that one, does it? It's pretty much knackered, is that, to be honest. I don't know what that's been used for. Anyway. Oh, a chuck key. I wonder what that fits. I'll have a play with that later on. Okay, got some hacksaw blades, because I'm always running out of hacksaw blades. And all my masonry drill bits are in here. Keep all those together. As is that woodworking one as well. That's a 10mm woodworking one. I'll try and keep all those sort of stuff in this drawer. I don't really have many of these left anymore. I need to get some more of those. They're really good. Okay, and a very large drill bit. This one is, what size is it? Evercut 32mm drill bit. Honestly, who would buy a 32mm drill bit? I did. And in here, lastly, this is a little set of step drills that Ben bought me years ago. Now, I was a bit dubious when he got them, because they were from China, off Amazon, I think. But I tell you what, this is the one that I've used, I think, so far, and it's brilliant. Really, really good. I'm very pleased he bought them for me, because they are extremely good. Lots of different sizes. That one there looks dangerous, doesn't it? But yeah, very cool. So I do try and look after those, and I keep them in the little box. There we go. Right, so we've got one more drawer to go. So we'll have a look in that. Okay, There's a reason why it's the bottom drawer, and it's because it's ridiculously heavy. This is where I keep all my drill bits. Look at that. All the drill bits that I don't normally use, these are the ones that I use on a daily basis in my little bucket. Mainly because it's easy to transport around to where the drill is. We've got in here, what's this? Why is there a drill bit in there? 10.8mm jobber drill. Why on earth have we got a 10.8? Is it labelled up? Let's have a look. 10.8. Has it got 10.8? It has 10.8. So obviously bought those for a reason, and that's the last one standing. Probably came in a set of 5 or something. Okay, well, we'll keep that in there. And we've got again another range of pretty big drill bits in here as well. Actually, stuff that I've used probably on the lathe. Does it say what size it is? Yeah, 27.5. Very specific size, isn't it? These are good sharpen. Jeez. It's had a hard life. But yeah, it's amazing what you pick up over the years. And normally, just for everyday drills, I usually buy them in kits like this. This is made by Fuller, and these are $20, and there's 19 drill bits. And they last for ages, to be honest. It's not a bad way to do it. And then once a few of these get broken, then the rest of them get thrown in the drawer, and I go and buy another one of these, and off you go again. But for $20, you can't go wrong, really. So, drill bits. You can't have enough, can you? So, episode 3 done. We've covered the SnapOn toolbox. Apologies for the wrangham that was in there, but this is real life. This is what it ends up like. Sure, I could spend half a day cleaning it all out and oiling the runners and getting rid of all the stuff that should go in the bin that's been in there for donkey's years. But it's more interesting, I think, for you to see how I really operate. Yeah, like that. But not all my toolboxes are like that. That's just the one place that, you know, I feel at home at. And we've covered the drawers down there. So what's still to do? You say, there can't be many more drawers in your workshop, Andy. Well, there are. We're only about halfway through. There's drawers all down the side of the workshop. I'll just twizzle it round for you there, look. There you go. We've got all those big drawers up there. We've got some more next to it, some more other side of the cupboard, some more in the corner. We haven't covered any of those yet. There's another roll cab just over there somewhere. That one. Yeah, there's still quite a bit to go at. There's another drawer here. There's some more drawers. There's some more drawers under the bench. It's going to go on forever, is this? Oh well. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, episode 3 of the mega toolbox tour in the Andy Mechanic workshop. Now remember, this has taken years and years to develop and collect some of the stuff that I've got, and you know, by rights, some of it's never used anymore, and some of it probably is worn out and should be thrown away, but you do get attached to certain things, don't you? And when I need the space, then I'll be ruthless and go through things and like you say, discard a few bits and pieces to try and make some space. But until then, it's my stuff. I feel at home in this workshop. Anyway, there will no doubt be an episode 4 of the Mega Toolbox Tour. So why not subscribe to the channel and ring the bell if you're on a smart device, and our friends at YouTube will send you an email as and when I upload any new videos, including that episode 4. Geez, episode 4 of a toolbox tour? That's ridiculous. Ooh, there's a mouse. Can you hear him? He's called John. He lives in the roof. Anyway, he's harmless. So, yes, still lots more to cover. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. You'll also find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can email me in the description down below. There's the email address. And if you fancy supporting the channel, then why not become a patron? Or if you just want to support us financially, you can send a donation through on PayPal. Even $1 helps, believe me. Okay, crew, right, well, until the next video, I'll see you then. Cheers, over and out.
And
get the flip up again.
Oh!